Yo, what up, Colts Nation? It's your self-anointed voice of the Colts, Reef, here with a huge update. I know all of you already know, but today, on the day of the trade deadline, around 12 o'clock-ish, 1 o'clock-ish Eastern time, the news dropped that the Indianapolis Colts are sending 2 first-round picks in Adonai Mitchell to the Jets for Sauce Gardner. Let's go. A few weeks ago, I was on this camera in this room, practically on my knees, begging Chris Ballard to bring me a cornerback. And he heard my birthday was just this past weekend, and he said, "Yo, Reef, I got you, brother. Stay tuned. I got you." My man, did he ever get me? We're going to make this one a short, quick video. And I'll talk a little bit more about it on the preview to the Falcons game podcast that I do that will be posted on Saturday. But I had to just get on here for an emergency quick video, man. I had to give you guys a reaction because I'm over the moon. I mean, I'm absolutely over the moon. If you watched my video on Monday, you've seen how upset I was about the Steelers game. I'm not even thinking about the Steelers game anymore. Not even thinking about it anymore. I mean, we just snagged one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. Not to mention the fact that come week 12, maybe later, who knows? We haven't really gotten much news on how Mooney Ward is done. But come week 12, Mooney Ward's eligible to come back off of IR, and we're facing the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, and we're gonna have Sauce Gardner, possibly Charvarius Ward, Kenny Moore, and Jalen Jones at cornerback. It's the best cornerback room in football. It's the best cornerback room in football right now. Now, there were a few comments about in regards to it was a little too steep of a price. And here's my take on those things. The Colts have a good window right here, right now. We have a window to win right now. This year we can win the Super Bowl. And maybe even next year. Because a lot of the guys that are under contract right now, I think it's only like 3 key players that are under contract whose contracts expire at the end of this year. And then we have a lot of people locked up into next year as well. After that year is when contracts are expired. And we have to make some really, really serious decisions, which we're not even going to visit that until that time. Right? But I'm okay with trading 2 first year. We're in a win now window. We're in a 2-year window where the majority of this team that we're looking at right now that we feel like can win the Super Bowl right now, we have them for the next 2 years. Right? Like, I think it's perfect. I don't think that we need to... there was no, like, value for us in the draft. We really didn't need any of that. And to get a guaranteed talent like Sauce Gardner in that cornerback room, I mean, you can't put a price tag on that. You can't put a price tag on it. Now, I'm a little sad about A.D. Mitchell. He's an explosive player. I know some of us may still be upset about it. I think we all kind of got over the Rams game. But, yeah, I like A.D. Mitchell, but I'm okay. He doesn't have much room for us in the offense. With Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, and Michael Pittman, like, there's not much room for him. And we see it week in and week out. We don't have many plays drawn up for him. We don't really have anything going for him. It was good value, and from what I heard, Mitchell is what tipped the scales and made close the deal for us. So if that's what it took, that's what it took. You know, that's expendable. Unfortunately, I don't want to say that about people, but he is a business at the end of the day, and I am perfectly okay with sending Mitchell to the Jets. I think he's going to be a stud one day. That day isn't today. So there's that. There's another thing that it kind of tells me as well, and I'll reference 2 videos that I've already posted. The first of which was me saying ink the deal right now with Daniel Jones. And then obviously this past video on Monday where I said, well, let's pump the brakes because, oh my God, that was bad. And that could be an omen for things to come. I think this trade pretty much solidifies that they're going to extend Daniel Jones. Now it's just a matter of when, how much, and how long. Like, it's not do we extend him? I think we're going to. Because you don't trade away first-round picks if you're going to be in the quarterback market. That doesn't make any sense. So I think this is all but tells us that we're sold on him. And then moving on from Adonai Mitchell also, to me, makes me feel a little bit more confident that we're going to re-sign Alec Pierce this offseason, which I love. I think Alec Pierce is a great player. I referenced this in the last video on Monday that Alec Pierce is due up for a contract. I do think we should sign him. I don't think it's going to be that expensive. And I would love to see Alec Pierce return to the team. And I think that's what we're going to see from there. But man, this trade was just, when I got the news, I was in a 7-Eleven and I started dancing. In the middle of a 7-Eleven, I started dancing and giggling like a schoolgirl. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was over the moon when I got this news. Because again, I referenced the old video where I'm begging Chris Ballard for a cornerback. I know all the Colts fans, all of us really wanted an edge rusher. I was one of those guys that was like, I can pass on the edge rusher. Give me a cornerback now. Because for too many weeks, with all the injuries we've had no good talent in the cornerback room because of injuries. And now it's like, when we get healthy, we have by a mile the best cornerback room in the NFL. So this is like beyond what I would have wanted. Like, I was thinking we were going to get a middle of the pack cornerback for a third or a fourth. Getting Sauce Gardner, 2 firsts for Sauce Gardner is, send him, bring him to me, ASAP. We got Sauce, baby. Come on, man. This is it, man. This is it. This is what it feels like to be a Colts fan. 7-2, top of the AFC, just added one of the best cornerbacks in the country. It doesn't get better than this, man. It really doesn't. Falcons, we'll see you guys in Berlin. Video drops on Saturday. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow, and share with your friends, and let them know Reef is the voice of the Colts. And if y'all want more Colts content, man, you know what to do.